Good morning, world. Oh man, what a day. What a day, what a day, what a day, what a mighty good day. What it is now. Now, I know you guys can't see me, but I'm going through it because they don't have a microwave here. I don't know why they don't have a microwave here, but I got some French fries, and French fries ain't never good cold. Um, I'll be right over there in a second. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Because I do not see a microwave here anywhere. Oh, there's a whole nother room back here. That's crazy. You got a whole nother room back here. But ain't no microwave in this back room either. I like this area though. I like this department setup and everything. Um, that's why we're not gonna have no cold fries. We're gonna figure some shit out. We're gonna figure something out. All right, let me get back over here, y'all. Good morning, world. Oh man, yo. As y'all can see, I am in desperate need to charge up, y'all. We got back from the club. Hopefully the sound is good. I'll get y'all messages in a second with my phone. We got back from the club at like 5:30 in the morning. Not even the club, the after party. We met some hold on that one. We met some Colombians and some Venezuelans. We met a brother from Puerto Rico and his wife and his wife's cousin. And they invited us to the after party. So, you know, all the people would say don't go to the after party, but the after party was in a good section of Barranquilla in the north. So I decided to go, and me and the homie Cedric, me and my homie Cedric, that I met when I first got here. We went, and it was like basically everybody in the club that just rented a room, and they brought the drinks from the club because we still had mad drinks left over. The club closed at 2 o'clock. Normally the clubs close at 3. Sundays they close earlier, and it was raining or it started drizzling. Um, we got back. People was drinking. Old girl passed out on the couch. And I seen she was too tired to do anything. I just went into the room. When I woke up, she was still. Well, no, she woke me up. She woke me up. No, no, she didn't. I woke up and I was laying in the bed, and then she woke up and then she came inside and said she had to go because her daughter is having an issue, or her mother wasn't, or somebody wasn't watching her daughter anymore. I don't know, it was something going on with her daughter. As a father, I understood. So, she went home, and I went back to sleep because I needed that sleep. Mind you, she left like at 8 o'clock in the morning. We got in like 5:30. Man, it was a long night last night. I know we made a bunch of videos. Let me just look over here. Yo, salute the travel lover in the chat. What up, what up, what up? Salute the travel addict in the chat. He says, I'm here. Is that an Airbnb? What is the monthly rate for that? I don't know the monthly rate, but this Airbnb is in the El Prado area, which is the section 5 and 6 areas of Barranquilla. It's in walking distance to like McDonald's. It's not really in walking distance to Buena Vista Mall, but Buena Vista Mall is literally like 7 minutes by cab away. Also 84th Street, where all the nightlife is about 4-minute cab ride away. So this is a really good area. I never stayed in this area before, but because I was getting a 2-bedroom, normally whenever I come by myself, I stay in District 90 because I know that area. I could just like this area, here is very walkable. And it's in Strata 5. But because Kings and Dreams was coming this time, and and they didn't have any 2 bedrooms with a balcony in District 90, I decided to stay here. So for me, it was like Because it's carnival, it's more expensive. Like $847 for like 9 days, 8 nights. But normally it's like 30, maybe $50 a day. So normally you probably pay, and I mean the monthly is going to be better. Monthly probably like 1,000, maybe for a two-bedroom, maybe like 1,000 monthly. Outside of the carnival season. But yeah, let me see. Is Barranquilla a good alternate option to CTG for guys who don't like the party that as much? I'd say in the way that you asked that question, yes. Barranquilla has its nightlife. Like we found nightlife last night. Sundays are usually less active, but there's always 84th Street is always, and if you get used to it, you can always go down south to the Soledad area or down South Barranquilla, and there will be clubs and stuff you can go to. That as long as you leave by a certain time, it'll be pretty safe. And it's not really like a part. I don't say it's not like a party city because and the weekend is always going to be a party city. But you can just get a little John and relax all day if you don't really want to go out and have to go out every night. No, they're not gringoing you for the price too much, like crazy. Like last night, we had a bunch of Coronas. I think like eight Coronas or 10 Coronas or 12 Coronas, a dozen Coronas actually, I think. And we had like some silly string. I got some fries. We some other stuff, and it ended up being like 190 mil pesos, which is relatively like about relatively like $70. Not even $70. Not even $70. Let me just look. Hold up. Here we go. How much is 191 Colombian mil to dollars? Like $52. So we went out last night, 12 pack of drinks, food, two orders of fries, silly string to play around, waiting service, and for between three people was $52. So again, it's not something. I mean, it was great. That was still gringo price because it's during carnival. We would lay less without carnival, but again, it's well worth it. So yes, in your answer, in your question, the way you designed it, yes, it is. If you don't want to have to spend top dollar, you want people who don't mind hanging out with you just because you they want to hang out versus money. Yeah, Barranquilla is the place you want to go. That's why I like it because it's more of a long-term play, and I'm all about the long-term play. I'm all about the long-term play. Mm. Mm-mm. Look at the phone. I don't like going up there. And I got joints hitting me up now, but I need to recharge. I got joints on for Santa Marta tomorrow. I kind of double booked, but I got to cancel my Venezuelan girl because y'all seen her already. I want her to come back, but more during carnival time. I want her to come back, but I'm gonna the Venezuelan first one, the Venezuelan. But tomorrow, I really want to get to know this Afro-Colombian woman. Now she's short. One thing I realized is that a lot of women are short, but she seems like a woman that you could, because she lives in Strata 5. Her parents, she comes from a place where her parents got a little money, so she looks like a woman that you can entertain building a legacy with. And so, that's what I plan on doing tomorrow, like spending the whole day with her. And like, again, it's a lot different here. Like, even in the States, I could do it, but it's not as accessible. Whereas like I can just tell a woman, hey, I'm going to send you an Uber first thing in the morning at 9 a.m. or 8 a.m. Just like yesterday when I had the company over. I'm going to send you an Uber at 9 a.m. and you're going to come over and we're going to spend a whole day together. And then the cost of the whole day for me, as far as just what I'm paying, not paying the woman, but just what I'm paying for, like food, activities, and things like that. The movie I went to yesterday for 2 people was $7. The food that we had in the morning for breakfast, maybe $5. And I had Chinese food. When we went out last night, $52 I spent. No, I spent more at the after hour club, but that wasn't on me and her. It was just some other shit. $52 for the thing. So basically, a whole day spent together, and I haven't broken $80. And that's where it becomes a big thing. Where listen, if I can spend less than $80 for 2 people, and we eat 3 meals, and we get to do activities for the whole day, there's just no comparison. There's just no comparison. So I can see that being a long-term thing. Because even in days if I want to just sit in the house and play video games and I just don't want to be alone, I can call something over. And that's just, you know what I mean? Hold on, y'all. Messages. Damn. Kings and Dreams are gonna be here tomorrow. He bugging, bro. He bugging. Tomorrow, Tuesday. He bugging. I wish he'd have told me earlier because I would have had the Afro-Colombian girl here today. I don't want to minimize how much time I spent with the Afro-Colombian chick. But I just got a message from Kings and Dreams says he's not going to make it here today. Crazy, yo. Kings and Dreams always got issues with his flights, man. Boston is either a bad place to take him, he just got bad luck. So I got, but we're on the main channel, so I can't show y'all on Tinder until she come here. But let me see whether or not I can get something over here now that when I had to be here for Kings and Dreams, I'm gonna have to get an Uber and then try to be unpacking and doing all that stuff and have a joint here. So I was gonna wait till he got here before I brought a joint. But tomorrow is just gonna be. Tomorrow, I can't even see her. She look old. Tomorrow she's gonna be hold up. Tomorrow I already booked the Afro-Colombian. I already booked the Afro-Colombian tomorrow. I'm gonna get you a comment. I already booked the Afro-Colombian tomorrow, so King James gonna have to make his way. Maybe I'll leave the key with the security guard or something, or I just have to come back. We're playing around when he arrives here because I don't want to mess with my plan with the Afro-Colombian wanted to chill earlier, and I pretty much shut her down. I'm gonna get you a comment now. Remember, as I'm sitting here, as I'm plugged into the wall recharging, I'm still making plans for the things I gotta switch up. Like, for example, King James Dreams not coming today. Now I gotta switch up to what I'm gonna do today. What joints I'm gonna have? What joint I'm gonna have over today? What we're gonna do? We're gonna do some activity because I don't mind sitting in the house and just sitting here doing videos with you guys, with the girls. But I am a person who likes to be active, and I do want to do some stuff while I'm here. We went to the movies yesterday, so today we'll probably do something else. I could call the Afro-Colombian girl over, but I'm gonna keep up for tomorrow. Let me see. Wait to see. I'm gonna get you a comment real quick because don't wait till she messages me back before I figure out if I'm gonna hit another girl up. The one thing I don't want to do is hit a bunch of them up at the same time and then hit me back. They start hitting me back at the same time. That's a bad idea because if you do it like that, you mess your time up. Let me look at the messages. Hold up. Excuse me. Let's get you our messages finally. All messages. Toes out, cause the holes out. toes out because the hoes out. Huh? There you go. All right, y'all. Damn, I missed a lot of messages. My fault. Let's see. Justin Holmes says, Flyboy, how all right, let me try it again. I gotta start shouting everybody out again because it just showed me the chat now. It's way more comments. Shout out to Travel Lovers, salute. Travel Addict in the building. Justin Holmes says, Flyboy, is Colombia safe for bringing X toys? I heard they denying dudes for BPs. You mentioned this earlier. I can't really get into detail about what Colombia says. I'm not part of the government, but I would say if you show me a place where that happened out of Medellin, I'd say no. But if it only happens in Medellin, and there's obviously something going on with Medellin, and maybe a person should not, if that's what you want to do, maybe you shouldn't go to Medellin. You should go somewhere else, or at least enter Colombia somewhere else, because it seems like all of the deportations are leaving from Medellin. So that's the idea I would give people. Again, we got the what's the name? Is Barranquilla good? We got that part. You skipped my question again. A lot of your questions be blocked because Justin Holmes, and I answered the question, but I got to remove it. The reason, Justin Holmes, a lot of your questions be blocked is because now YouTube's algorithm on the AI picks up when you're talking about certain things. I don't mind answering it because I'm all about being inclusive. But if I leave it up there on my chat, YouTube determines that the whole chat is talking about that. And if YouTube sees that the whole chat is talking about X toys, guess what happens? That video either gets demonetized or that video gets put in a chance for it not to be standing up. And all the information that I said outside of the talking about X toys can possibly hurt the people who are trying to get the other information I said. That's why I don't mind reading it as long as you don't see no words and you don't talk about nothing, egregious, and I don't mind answering it. But most of the time, if I don't see somebody's messages, it's because YouTube blocked it. Let's see. Is Barranquilla a good alternative? Oh, you got the part. All right. Salute, Ro, what up? Pimp City in the building. Jersey, what up? Jersey, stand up. It's the card in the building. What up? Hopefully it's the service is good. I'll have it inside so the Wi-Fi should be on because in this balcony the Wi-Fi is not that great. Well, it's not perfect. Let me see. Set premiere. What's going on? What's going on, Set? Justin Holmes, there's no question for you in the chat. Let me see. OG Mans. Yeah, that's more my vibe. CTG is a little too touristic for me. I'm thinking Barranquilla and Santa Marta for my 2-week trip. Here's what I'll tell you about that after I talk to many locals. I've talked to many locals recently on this trip about the touristicnism of Cartagena. And a lot of locals say Santa Marta is where a lot of Colombians go for tourism. So it is tourism still in Santa Marta. It's still a touristic town in Santa Marta, but it's a different type of tourism. It's a tourism that comes from within the country versus the tourism that comes from without the country. Cartagena is going to be far more expensive because the tourism in Cartagena is mostly tourists from Europe, the United States, and places like that. So they're able to charge more and people pay more without question. Santa Marta is going to be less expensive than Cartagena, but maybe more expensive than Barranquilla because it's still touristic. Barranquilla is only touristic during carnival time. Right now, the only time during the whole year it's touristic. Again, I answered that question, so I got to hide that one, Justin. You asked it again. Let's see. OG says, I appreciate you answering my question. You got it, bro. Hold up, I got a phone call. I don't know. Scam likely to be on the road, yo. Travel Lover says, I'll answer the question, Travel Lover, but I can't. I gotta hide it. I gotta hide it because once you start talking about pricing and you connect the word chicas to it, it also goes into the AI algorithm. And it's automatically hidden. That it gives me the warning that it's automatically hidden. So I got to keep it. He says all the Barranquilla chicks holding their prices for their time before they're showing up. Everything and how I want something to go out is discussed before a woman even shows up. If there's a difference in what she says when she gets here versus what we agreed upon, whether it's pro or non-pro, when we was on the phone, then automatically I just send her home. And the reason why I automatically send her home is because there's an abundance of women here in Barranquilla that will just hang out with you just because you cool, you're from the United States, or you're from out of the country, and you're taking them somewhere like to eat or something like that. So at that point, I know at up to like in Medellin 24/7, I can get access to anything. I can get access to any women 24/7. It could be 5:06 in the morning on a Monday. I can get access to a woman in Medellin. In Barranquilla, it's probably won't after like 3:30, it gets a little bit more difficult. After like 4:30 is more impractical if you'll get a joint. But up to 4:30 a.m. and as far as early as 7 o'clock in the morning, you can go on Tinder, you can go on Bumble, you can go on other Easy Pass Pro, you can go anywhere and grab something. So if a woman does change her initial agreement that I have with her at any time, I can just say, hey, that's not the initial agreement. I got it in writing. Adios. Or we can negotiate. For example, I won't actually give you the example because not while I'm here. Shout out to 916 in the buildings. What's up? What up? Jay Clyde. It's Jay Clyde in the building. What up, Jay Clyde? Gucci Joy. When Fireboy, I'm hitting up the same woman he had. I tell him how it was after I get done with them. Yo, listen. People still don't understand that I've been doing this for like over 16 years. And there's a lot of people who haven't been doing it nowhere near as long as I've been doing it. And what happens is that they always say, I don't put chicks on videos because I don't, they make an excuse why they don't put chicks on videos. I understand what putting chicks on videos comes with, and I'm cool with it. Because if the chick wants to be with somebody and the chick wants to be with somebody, that's that. But I'm also cool with dealing with the repercussions that come with me putting chicks on video. For example, yesterday, I put the Colombian baddie on, I put the Barranquilla baddie on video yesterday, right? But because of my personality, because I'm not making them look like slurs, I'm not doing nothing like that. When somebody immediately, literally, we did a video here. By the time we got in a taxi cab, she was showing me a video of one of her friends from the States that was like, yo, I see you on this person's video. It was this time it wasn't like hate, it wasn't like animosity. It just was like, hey, I show you in this video, showing that, hey, I see you what you're doing. So it was, to me, that don't bother me at all. Nothing bothered me. But when I seen that, I was like, that's how quick it always works for me. When I was in Cali and I did the lunch with a woman, I hadn't even gone live for more than 10 minutes. And the woman had already got a picture of herself and me on the live while we still live. So this is the stuff that comes with putting women on the channel. But again, I've been doing this for so long, I know how to move around it and I know how to approach the situation. So it's not like I'm dogging around or making it look like I'm a pimp or anything like that. And because I always talk to the women in advance and we come to an agreement or something, when that happens, it actually boosts my popularity for them. And the reason why it boosts my popularity for them is because they're like, oh my God, people really know you. And now they want to know me more to find out why people know me. Example, I met a brother in shout out to Melvin. I met a cool black brother, Melvin. He had a bad Colombian joint. He said, they've been together for like a year, some change. They've been together. She was bad. She was taller. She was tall. She had a body. She was bad, and they was really involved, right? And they was watching my video. So when she told the girl she's watching the video, and they liked the video because I was translating her words. I wasn't making it look like I was just giving her money and she was doing whatever I said. Even the Colombian woman liked the video. So that actually boosts my that boosts how the woman looked at me. Like she started being like more into me because she's like, oh my God, the Colombian woman said she saw you. That means that they all see the videos. I got the other video where somebody text me the image of us. So all that stuff, because I know how to move when I'm on camera with the woman, that always ends up being the okay thing. It doesn't bother me. However, there's a lot of guys who are willing to devalue the woman they have on camera to make them look better. And when you devalue the woman, no matter what country you're in, when you devalue the woman that you have on camera so that you can look like more of a pimp, or you can look like you're getting a bunch of women, or you can look like you got them doing anything. Then when that situation comes up, it becomes a bad situation, and you got to take the video down. This is why I said, I don't mind when people go after me. I don't mind if people see a girl I like, as long as they don't hit me up, because if I post a girl online I'm with, I can't just give you her number and be like, yo, you go at it next, because that would do damage to my brand. So whenever somebody tell me, like somebody in Cali, Colombia, when I was on the line with the joint, they're like, yo, I hit that. I'm like, y'all gotta chill, because while this is probably true, and while it is understandable, because dog, women are gonna hang around the same type of guy they like. You gotta chill, because now it makes a woman feel in a certain way. So yeah, if you do find any women that I meet, trust me, if I had a bad experience with them, I would give people insight on, yo, maybe you shouldn't lean with them, and I wouldn't be mean because I'm still respectful, but I'll give you if you'll know. Like, I think, in my opinion, I think if I have a bad experience with a woman and I got her on camera, you're gonna know, because I'm gonna make it obvious. I'm gonna make it a little bit obvious, like, yo, kind of lame. And then if you decide to go after me and you have a bad experience, you can only blame yourself. Let's see. OG Mike said, can't stand up Afro-Colombian queens. Not at all, man. Not at all, yo. Again, and here's the thing about Barranquilla. A lot of people don't understand. Even in Colombia, because I don't say racism. What I say is that opportunities are given less to people of brown skin all around the world. So in the good parts of most of the countries you go to, you're not going to see a lot of people that's a brown skin or Afro-Brazilian, Afro-Colombian in the wealthy parts, not the good parts, but in the wealthy parts. So what's going to happen is that if you want that, you're going to have to go to Soledad, but you're not physically going to go to Soledad. Whenever you search on Tinder, you search on Bumble, whenever you go, whatever website you use, you're going to want to search in Soledad, and you're going to want to bring the woman from Soledad here. Now, there will be some Afro-Colombians, like the one I'm going to meet tomorrow, that live in strata 5 and 6, whose family might have it, but it's not an abundance of it. So if you like that Afro-Colombian woman, in most countries, you're going to have to grab them from the more urban area and bring them up here. I never suggest going down there. I've been down to South Barranquilla with King James before, pero yo hablo español. I know, I feel as though I move good enough and know when to get out of here. From being raised in North New Jersey, I know, hey, I should not be down here, even if I don't have jewelry on, even if I don't have a lot of money in my pocket. I may not should be down here after 3 o'clock. After 3 o'clock, I should not be down in South Barranquilla. But 1 o'clock, maybe the club about to close at 2. That taxi cab driver going to tap me because I've been so nice. I tip when I go places. I've been nice. I don't flash money, but I tip and I show people. I don't throw money in the air only because I don't want to draw attention. There's nothing wrong with it. I just don't like drawing attention, especially in the hood. So the taxi cab driver attacked me like I was in a strip club when I was in Barranquilla, South Barranquilla. And the guy said, hey, Papi, do no vas para el taxi. We'll get a taxi for you. You stay right here. And we left the strip club and got right in the taxi and got up out of it. They brought the taxi to us because they understand, listen, it's going to be hard for you to catch a taxi from these areas because taxis don't come to these areas in most countries with a Afro baddies that you're going to like. The ones that you're going to be, they're going to give you that vibe that you're really going to like. If you like the Afro bad, Afro-Colombians or Afro-Brazilians, the taxi cab drivers are going to know, hey, we got to get you out of here if you've been nice. Now, if you've been an a-hole, if you've been in the club being an a-hole, treating people bad, trying to negotiate with prices and stuff, they're going to let you do what you want to do. But that's not the experience I ever had. Like, we was in the place we was at last night. The guy was like, yo, come in our car. We'll drive you there. We don't want you to wait for a taxi because we don't know this area either. Even though it's a good part of Barranquilla, we don't know this area either. So I've been living here for time. We're going to drive you to your Airbnb for free. And that's what they did. Shout out to the Puerto Rican guy who lives in Barranquilla now in Medellin. Bro, I gotta get some water. I'm gonna get y'all questions while I'm getting the water. Hold on. I'm gonna get y'all questions while I'm getting the water. Hold up. David says, you ever got to try a Colombian mixed with Brazilian baddie, but Afro-Colombian? Oh yeah. Hold up. I've definitely had an Afro-Brazilian before. in Brazil. While I was in Brazil, I had an Afro-Brazilian. Let me see. This ninja's here. Flabo, where you at? I'm in Barranquilla, Colombia. Y'all. During Carnival. Pre-Carnival starts, right? The way it works is this. In Barranquilla, Colombia, they have Carnival, they have pre-Carnival. Pre-Carnival is when they do they go through the same process they would, but they just to give it a test run. When Carnival, that's where the big show starts, where all the activities, all the celebrities fly in, Shakira and all of them, and everybody really goes. That part doesn't start till Thursday. Actually Wednesday. That starts. No, Thursday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Those are the days of Carnival. But before then, there are Carnival activities here. So if you've been here for the last week, there are Carnival activities. But this week, this Thursday, is when the real stuff starts. Hold up. Let's see. Now I really gotta. We're gonna do a live. We're gonna do this live for an hour. We at the 30-minute mark. I'm gonna get to everybody's questions, but we're gonna do this live for an hour because now that I know Kings and Dreams is not coming today. Pause. He's not arriving in Barranquilla today. I gotta realign what I'm gonna do today and what joint I'm gonna call. There is this. So, damn. On the list, I got the tall chick next. I got the Afro-Colombian chick next. But because King James was coming today, when he was supposed to be originally here, when I got here, I had to switch the Afro-Colombian chick to Monday. So I switched her from Monday. I had to switch her from Monday to Tuesday. But I had a tall, slim joint that she's 6 foot that I'm supposed to be hanging out with. And I think I'm gonna hang out with her today. The Afro-Colombian was supposed to be before the tall, skinny woman. I'm telling you guys this because as you watch the videos, some people are like, oh, baddie. Tall, slim chick, she's cute. But to me, it's just the height that really got me. Like, you go and she's slim. But the Afro-Colombian chick is better. But I think I'm gonna fit the tall woman in today. But I gotta get to y'all comments. I want to show you appreciation that you guys joined the live. And I'm gonna stay here for the whole hour so we can do the hour. Every morning I want to do an hour recap. Sometimes it'll be me by myself giving you a recap. Sometimes I'll be with a joint. This morning I was supposed to be with a joint, but she had to leave because her daughter, mind you, she has a 3-month-old daughter. All right, so let's get to the rest of the comments. Shout out to E. Dean Cole in the building, man. What up, E. Dean Cole? Shout out to ATL in the building. Let me see. Yo, I was just there last week. It's worth it, man. I tell people this all the time. When you drop a vlog, if there's a big activity going on in that city, you should drop your vlog around that big activity because attention is going to that city. Right now, Rio de Janeiro, Carnival. Barranquilla, Carnival. I think Trinidad, Carnival too. So, and Salvador Bahia, Carnival. If you have content in those cities, you should be dropping it right now because this is when people will look at it the most. G Joy, what's good Joy? What's up, man? Yeah, I'm in Barron. Bro, you going to Zero Stress? I don't know what Zero Stress is. I don't think I've ever been to that club. I don't know if I've been to Zero Stress. That's in Barranquilla? Let's see. I just got my ticket for Barry. Okay. Shout out to Kirby Films in the building. I'm hitting up the same women he had on Tinder when he got the same one as mine. Can you give us a full tour of the crib? Unfortunately, on this live, I can't do it. However, if we do another when we do another IRL stream, IRL stream on my other channel, I'll do it. I don't do IRLs on this channel I say anymore because I did do IRL from the phone, but I don't do it on my Osmo anymore because they switched something up where it makes it very difficult to get to this the brand channel on the IRL, and two, it's too risky right now because there's a lot of stuff that can happen on IRLs that if it happens on my other channel, I can always get back and delete it and have no issue with it, and it's not connected to my brand account. I worked hard to have this brand account, so when I go in the Flyboy Way Live, it's the Flyboy Way, same thing, live, Live. It's the same channel. On that channel, I will do, the next time we do an IRL, I will do a walking tour to walk you through what this apartment looks like. It's a 2-bedroom apartment. It's in a good area. And maybe before I leave, I'll actually do a recorded video so that I can show you. I'll do a recorded video so that I can post that. I'll post that when I get back. Let me see. Let's see. Shout out to the musical healer in the building. Your DJ in the building. What's up, man? Shout out to the music healer. Good brother I met in Cuba, y'all. Bro, I love Barranquilla better than Cartagena. Most people do. Price-wise, connection-wise with the people. And the fact that Cartagena is still close if you want to go have a wild time anytime. Because Cartagena is a nightlife every night. You can go to party in Cartagena every night. And the bus is only $10 or $15 now, I think. From Barranquilla to Cartagena, or from Barranquilla to Santa Marta. This ninja here says, which app you use to find them on? Now, quick backstory. When I went to Africa, I was on Tinder. For whatever reason, Tinder kicked me off. Mind you, at the time, I had the platinum membership, and Tinder still kicked me off. At $50 a month, I had a platinum membership, and Tinder still kicked me off. I was trying to get on, make a request. Like, I don't understand why I got kicked off, got banned, why I got banned. 3 months, no attach. So I went and bought Bumble. Bumble works different from Tinder because on Bumble, you got to wait till they send you a message after you swipe them, or you can't send them a message first. So it moves a lot slower than Tinder. So the majority in Colombia, a lot of women are not on Bumble. So I was on Bumble and I met a couple, and then I made a Tinder from another computer I had that I hadn't had attached to my first Tinder, and I was able to make a Tinder. And that was last month. In that time, I met 17 different women who gave me their WhatsApp number. 17 different women. Most of them from Barranquilla, some of them from Santa Marta, one from Bucaramanga, one from Cali. That gave me their information because a lot of them are coming here, are going to be here, or I can keep it. Of those 17, I had to break it down to about 4 because I didn't really want a different woman every day. I didn't want a different woman every day. What I'm doing now, I didn't really want a different woman every day, but because I just wanted to get to know a woman to build a legacy with. And so to me, Tinder, when I got on Tinder, I got 17 in less than a month. 17 numbers that I met, and some of the 2 that you've seen were from Tinder. And on Bumble, I was there since I was in Bumble since February or March. And I might have got 1 or 2. So I would say, as much as everybody tells you not to use Tinder, I don't think that's the cause of everything going wrong. I think the cause is people not being cautious of what they do. Like you go downstairs, I got a guard. I mean, the guard stops you. The door locks the door. You can't get out without the guard unlocking the door. But it's easy for people to blame Tinder and say don't go on Tinder than to say, hey, you should be accountable for your actions, of where you stay, how you choose to move. It's easier to just say don't do Tinder, but even that won't save you, because if you meet them on the street and they come to your apartment and you don't have no guard and they still just get you off the street and you met them in person, what's the benefit? So me, I'd say I use Tinder and Bumble. That's the only thing I've used this time around. Shout out to Travel with Kev. He says, "What's going on, bruh? I don't think Zoe got Cali the way that I see Cali. In comparison, I think that in my opinion, I think Medellin tainted Zoe's view on Colombia. I mean, that's my opinion, though. But I think Medellin might have tainted his view on Colombia. But I think Cali, once he sees Petronio and what happens there, I think like yeah. So shout out to my brother International Zoe in the building, y'all. All right, let me keep going back, y'all. Let's see. All right. Aaron, because I don't want to miss anybody, so I remember we ended it with this Ninja Live. Aaron Pay Singer, Flyboy, what's your take on Tamborino, Costa Rica? I haven't been there yet. Unless you're talking about the hotel Taramino in Costa Rica, in San Jose, Costa Rica. because I know there is a town called Taramino, Costa Rica, but I hear it's more like laid back. It's if I was yeah, so I don't know. I can't speak too much on that part. But if you talk about the hotel is good. Hotel Taramina is good. But if you're talking about the town of Taramito, I don't know it. There are some 24-hour houses in Barranquilla. Hit me up and send you a link. Yeah, no. All right, so when I say access 24/7, I wasn't including casas. I do know there are some houses in Barranquilla. I'm not willing to risk going somewhere in 24 hours. Like I have to be in my comfortability zone, E-Code. Shout out to E-Code in the building. I got to be in my comfortability zone. So I got to be able to access the woman and bring her here anytime within that. And I feel as though you can do that anytime up to like 4 o'clock in the morning, any day on Barranquilla. After 4 o'clock in the morning, it's going to be very difficult. Even if you get a woman from the casa, to get her to come here, I think it's going to be pretty much difficult. Definitely difficult for the average person if you don't speak Spanish. It's very difficult. And if you're not willing to spend some, I can't. I try to give the majority of people's expectation. Because can some people do it? Yes. But what works for the majority? And to me, I think the majority of people won't be able to get a girl to come over at 4 o'clock in the morning here. But in Medellin, the majority, 99.9% of people can get a woman at any time of the day. I don't care if it's 6:01 in the morning a.m. I don't care if it's 12 at night. You can get a woman to come over and hang out in Medellin anytime. So that's the difference I was trying to make. Let's see. North Barranquilla is the best place to stay at night. Yes. No, I believe North Barranquilla is the best place to stay. That's my opinion. Best in the sense of, let me give you the definition. Best in the sense of you still don't want to walk around everywhere. You can walk around everywhere as long as you're not flashing jewelry. You pretty much can. But best in the sense of there are cops that go around on bikes pretty much during the whole day because it's the most expensive part of town. So they try to keep it very, very well organized. Although the cops may try to hassle you, like they just hassled the homie Cedric the other day, but they didn't take no money. They didn't do that. They just hassled him like they seen him outside my Airbnb and just sitting there. That's one thing I tell people. If you're going to get an Uber, you don't go outside your door for the Airbnb until the Uber is there after a certain time. Because, yes, it's not dangerous, no. But, yes, the police may hassle you if they see you just sitting there in front of an Airbnb waiting for a ride. And the Uber will just ride past you and just like, oh, cancel the stop because they see the police there. They don't want to mess with the police either. So, again, the North Barranquilla is the best part to stay in Barranquilla. Let me see. All right, so I can put this one. I don't have to hide this one. Shout out to Ellis in the building, yo. Ellis Durrell, good brother. We met in we was in Cali. We met for the first time. We talked before mad times, but we met for the first time in Cali, Colombia, doing Petronio Alvarez. He's actually on the video as well too. So make sure you go check out the Petronio Alvarez video. D-Code says, I used to put chicks on videos, but I don't anymore because a lot of guys are weirdos and have going second fetishes. I get it. I get it. I don't consider it weirdo. Let me try to see why I don't consider that weird. If I see somebody buy a Lamborghini, I like how it looks, and the person tells me how good the Lamborghini was. And they got Lamborghini from another dealership. I am taking that as a credible source, and I feel as though most people take me as a credible source. I'm taking that as a credible source, and I gotta be careful with this, y'all. I gotta be careful with how I explain this. I'm taking that as a credible source to say that Lamborghini is a good thing, good investment to buy, and I'll get my money's worth. So if I see Flyboy on a video with a woman who I find attractive, whether or not she's a pro or non-pro, and I know there's an opportunity for me to get that same woman, it might not be a fetish of going second, but it may be a recommendation because Flyboy, I seen the video you was on with this girl. She was super fun, beautiful. I want to have a similar experience. Now, yes, can I find another woman that looks good? Yes. But do I think that the woman will have give me a great experience like the woman gave you a great experience on camera? Is different. You see what I'm saying? Like if a woman gives Flyboy me a great experience on camera, can you imagine the greater experience she'll give a person watching that's not a person who films? You got to remember this, everybody. Women do a lot more off camera than on camera. So if you see the energy and the wildness on camera, you can only imagine if they meet you and you're like, oh no, I don't want to be on camera I don't want to have you on camera. I just want to be around you and have fun. You can imagine what limits they'll go to. And that's why I don't knock people for wanting to find the women that are on my channel, because again, the majority, like a good 90% of the women that's been on my channel, I would second back and go again. A good 90% I would second back and go again. And then the ones that I wouldn't go back again, maybe 5% I had a experience that wasn't what I wanted it to be. Maybe 4% I had a bad experience. And maybe 1% I had an amazing experience. I really liked it. I would go back over and over again. But then it's too many of you guys that said y'all hit it already. Like it's a girl in Cali, Colombia right now. I can't say no names, but if you know, you know. It's a girl in Cali, Colombia right now. I can't wait to go back because I wanted to have fun with her again. Not just the fun part, but I mean going out. She's full, super jovial, sex appeal, how she talks. I got like 6 dudes that told me they knocked that down. And she's on somebody else's camera. So I can't even touch that no more. And that's what I mean. Like I can't even touch that no more. And it wasn't that she went to them afterwards. She didn't go to all of them afterwards. She went to some after. She didn't go all of them afterwards. It's just that her quality of experience she brings you is so great that it's going to be a lot of dudes. And that specific one is the most dangerous to continue with, because you might get her knocked up and then you're going to look like a straight, I don't know what to call. I don't know what else. You're going to look straight bad. It's going to look bad. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. It might not be bad because she might hold you down, but it might be bad. Let's see. Let me get to y'all comments and stuff, man. Shucks. All right, here we go. I like to get everybody's comments, so that's why I keep trying to remember exactly what. Shout out to Terrence Hill in the building. What's going on, man? Yo, we trying to charge up, man. You see, we plugged in over there. We charging up, man. Cause boy, we coming in the house 5 o'clock in the morning. She waking me up at 8. Hold up, y'all. I gotta read. Okay. So the girl. One thing women like with it. One thing women really do like about me when I'm with them is that they love the videos I make. I make videos like even on my phone, like shorts and stuff. And I get women in angles where they don't know they're being filmed. So when I show them the video, they like it. They're like, oh my God, can you send me that video? So the girl from last night is asking me to send all these videos. I tried to send it, but for some reason it got caught or something like that. So I gotta send it to her afterwards. Ella Terrell said that's a fact. Dean Cole says, oh yeah, that's a video thing. Ella says dirty Mac and haters. Again, I don't call it dirty Mac because again, I explained it already. I understand. It's not always dirty Mac. Let's say it's that, because that's the baseline for a lot of people say. It's not always dirty macking. But when it is dirty macking, it'd be extreme dirty macking. Let me tell you real quick, because we got time, how bad I got dirty mac with my little woman. Please, YouTube, do not demonetize this video. I'm saying this as a reference so people understand, because if I say little one, somebody might think PDF. Let me tell you the experience I had with the midget. I was with a midget. Sexy. If you know, you know. Sexy chocolate Afro-Colombian queen, midget, Inanna. I kid you not. I was digging her out, and a dude that was messing with her that follows my channel, she showed me his pictures, she showed me the messages, told the chick I had HIV, and then told the chick that if she sleeps with me, immediately she kept going because it was me, and I don't. So I'm looking like, what? Like, I'm like, whoa. Mind you, at this point, I am raw dogging her. Like, I'm raw dogging her. And he's over here telling me about STDs. So I'm like, what? That don't even make sense. So again, Dirty Mac and can go to a higher level. Again, but this is the stuff, yo. Shout out to V Swells in the building, yo. Shout out to V Swells. V Swells said it, you can't cry about this shit once you sign up. You can't cry about this shit once you sign up. Now, I'm still cool with the midget. I'm still cool. I don't want to say little because right now it's a little tough. I'm still cool with the midget. I can still hang out with her, but she got a boyfriend, and I don't want to mess up a happy home. And they've been together for a while. But we still chat. We still cool. She right in Santa Marta. If I ever go to Santa Marta, she would hang out with me. The biggest issue is just that you got to understand that's a rare occasion that people go to that limit of dirty macking. They will, but it's a rare occasion where they go to that limit where they make stuff up. That extreme, that's like, yo, come on, now you blowing out. It's how's that even possible? You think I would be able to move around like this if there was something that was with me? So it's like you got to understand the game. It's just something you got to understand. And once you understand the game, you understand the difference between somebody being a weirdo, somebody taking advice from you because you had a good experience, and somebody that's just that's amazingly dirty macking. So I don't consider all of it dirty macking. Again, shout out to the brother Zoe in the building. Again, can't wait to get Zoe. Gotta get Zoe to Petronio, yo. We gotta get Zoe to Petronio. Dirty macking always works in your favor because it isn't as strong. No, it doesn't. Not always. It depends your connection with the woman and whether or not she's willing to how connected she is with you versus that person that's dirty macking. Because there has been some times where like somebody dirty mac, the woman believed them, the woman did some BS, and then found out the guy was really lying because her girls knew me, and then she tried to come back, and I was like, oh no, you can't come back after that. You can't come back after that. Then when she finds out that I'm a little bit known, and she found out that I got a little bit of money, then it became I want to come back. Let me do whatever I want to do, and I'm like, no. Once you put yourself in that category, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Let's see. Carter says, talk that talk fresh. You already know, man. Travel lover. Okay, I'm trying to get to your comments because we are almost over an hour. I'm just get your questions. I'll read briefly your comments. Got to know how to move. Travel Symbol says, Flyboy Shoes. Shout out to Travel Symbol in the building. Can't wait for my next trip next week. Okay. A month and a half without Colombia is too much for me. Again, the brother I met in the mall said, and it's on the live, on the other channel, the Flyboy Way Live, he said he come to Colombia every other month. That is a great, no, he said every month he come to Colombia. Yeah, he said he come to Colombia every month, to Barranquilla every month. That's an amazing thing. He's a lot older than me, so I don't know how he has it set up, but that's amazing. I plan on when I have a kid coming every other month to Colombia, I can make that happen. It may be only for a weekend, but I can plan to come to Colombia every weekend. But until I retire, I don't know how I could do every month or stay in for longer than a month. Longer than 2 weeks, rather. Let's see, took a break. Delete the video. Traveler. I'm just breezing through, and that's who's in the building. Let's go. All right. Traveler says, what's your favorite cities in Colombia? I don't know if you were talking about Dean Cole, but I'll give you my favorite cities in Colombia. Barranquilla, Medellin, Cali. It's in this order too. Barranquilla, Medellin, Cali. Cartagena. And I've been to Bogota too. I haven't been to Santa Marta or San Andreas yet. So I haven't been to Santa Marta, haven't been to San Andreas, haven't been to Bucaramanga. So those could actually take Cartagena a little bit down. But for me, it would be Barranquilla, Medellin in order. Barranquilla, Medellin, Cali, Colombia, Cartagena, Bogota. Let's see. D-Code said that's a risky move, send the money for transportation to pick up a chick from Soledad, but the gamble. No. See, D-Code, we don't send no money. We don't send no money. We ain't sending no money, D-Code. D-Code, we ain't sending no money for no cab, bro. Most of the chicks in Soledad got a driver. I don't know how they do it. Most of the chicks in Soledad got a driver, or they use InDriver. I'll pay for their cab once they get here. or I'll send them an Uber. So that's normally how it goes. Either they pay, even I'll pay for the cab when the cab comes downstairs. Like the girl the other day came on a bike. She came on a motorcycle. I said, "Oh, you didn't have to do all that. I'll pay for a regular cab." Um, and I'll normally pay for the. I'll always pay for the cab when they come here. But or I send the Uber. The issue with sending the Uber sometimes to Soledad is that the Uber don't want to go, or the Uber can't find the address because the address is out there a little bit more difficult. So it's mostly better when they have a driver, and if they don't have a driver, you're gonna have to sit and talk with the Uber for a minute. Make sure you tip the Uber so they ain't getting mad that they had to wait 15 minutes to find her. Um, let's see. How much does your apartment cost per month? Again, I am not staying in Barranquilla yet. I do plan on buying an apartment here, and I do plan on renting an apartment first. I really like this place. I like District 90 more because of everything there is. But if I'm going to go long term, I'm not going to go to District 90 because the two bedrooms don't have a balcony. I need it to have a balcony. It has to have a balcony. So if I don't get a house in Barranquilla, I think I would do something even in this building. I would do something even in this building just because of location. Location is the most important thing that matters. So this was like during Carnival, this is like for 9 days, it was $848. But normally outside of Carnival, it's about $1,000 a month. It's about $1,000 a month. And you can probably negotiate. They probably give you like a little bit more, maybe like $1,200 a month, but you can negotiate to like $1,000 a month. Shout out to Big Boss Solini in the building. Big Boss Real Talk. Bay Area. Let's see. How is Instant Zoe missing? How is International Zoe missing Colombia? I don't think I said that. I think I said he might have some I don't know. I think I said he might have a bad taste because of Medellin and what happens in Medellin. But let me see. Khalil says this is called bum traveling. I don't know how that's called bum traveling, but okay. Go sleep outside. Holding hands with your force. I can post that one. I can show that one because there's no curses in it. Let me see. My guy has a roster of chicks. It's again because I'm honest with women. It's not like I'm just coming here for the chicks, but I like to have company when I go places. I was gonna go grab a chick, go eat, and we used to go out and eat lunch before Kings and Dream got here today at 2, like he's supposed to. But I decided I wanted to do a live every day, come share with you, give you guys an update. So if I was to do a live with you guys now, I couldn't go out and get a chick to get something to eat. So I'm here with y'all now, but I still got chicks on the roster because, again, I like spending time with beautiful women in and out the country. Big Boss says 6666666. HT chilling. What up? Appreciate that, HT chilling. Keep doing your thing, brother. Soledad has good food for us if you like traditional pork. Man, it was hard. It was difficult finding something to eat that's not pork for breakfast. The girl was supposed to cook. I got the food here still, so maybe another woman to come cook for me. But man, it's difficult, man. Everything got pork. They got pork, everything. They ain't got no beef bacon. They ain't got no turkey bacon. Crazy, y'all. Let's see. Soledad, shout out traveling with Kevin in the building, man. Live, LIVE. And the reason why, oh man, hold up. It's reconnecting. Hold on a second. Oh, there you go. It's back. All right. The reason why I created the other channel is because during IRLs, in real life, a lot of stuff can happen. Like, and even with when I was doing snacks in IRL before, in real life, like in real time, even when stuff popped out, I had to cut the live. I had to private it before I got in trouble. So now I separated the channels because they're not connected. Flyboy Way Live and the Flyboy Way, what's the name, have different emails. They're not connected. So if something happens on the Flyboy Way Live and I have to go back and delete it and maybe somebody clips it by accident or whatever, I can easily be like, I ain't gotta worry about that. But if it happens on this channel live, then it's an issue. Cool. Drop the link for the other channel. Again, I'll put the link in. I can do that. www.youtube.com/at the Fly Boy Way live. There you go. I drop it in the chat right there. That should work, I think. All right, so it looks like we almost at the end of the comments. Good because we had over an hour, and I gotta wrap this up, y'all. I gotta wrap this up. Is a wild line. If y'all knew the backstage, it's the wild line, y'all. Let's see. Shout out to I appreciate that. Travel with Kev. Boss said he do 2 or 3 each day. Boss, you must got either that. No, not for nothing. Boss either got that magic pill, or your libido at an older age is spectacular. Cause dog, I'll be 2 and done now, bro. Like I mean, for me, I do a lot though. I'll be doing so much that after 2, it ain't even worth it for me because that third one is a force. And if a woman really make me want to get that third one, she might get another day. But that third one be a force. I'll be a force. I'm not forcing nothing. That first one is that's gonna go. Then that second one be like, all right, I can do it again. I'm good with it. But I don't need to. But that second one, yeah. I can get good with that one. But the third one, yeah, nah. Ellis Terrell says, I think Zoe is good in Colombia. He got a beautiful Peruvian woman rocking with him. I know. I can understand that. I can definitely understand this. Yeah. Again, a thing is like, I think once you get a quality lineup, you don't really look for a bunch of stuff. And this is me. Maybe it's different for other people. But once you get a quality lineup wherever you plan on going often, you're not really going out to try to find something new because you can find something new, but you might not find nothing with a personality as good as what you got. So while most people are not going to want one joint, I don't think anybody wants to get married again, or get married at all when they travel like that. The majority, not anybody, but the majority of people don't. But I think once you find that one that's a good vibe, and even if it's just in the city, like once you find a good Barranquilla vibe, once you find a good Havana, Cuba vibe, you may have a one side piece, or you may do a one off every now and then. But you don't mind. You'd rather be hanging with that woman because she's willing to be on camera. She has the energy that matches you. She's not. And so, while for some people it's one woman, for me it's probably like 2 or 3. It's still not going to be like 5 or 6. I'm not looking for different women every time. The only reason why I got different women every time now is because the legacy that the one I'm trying to build my legacy with, and I wanted to build my legacy with in Colombia, the Jamaican Colombian girl, she is on a boat working for Norwegian Cruises. And she comes back at the end of this month, or at sometime this month, and she lives in San Andreas. So I could have flown her out here, and I would have if it would have been so close. I might go see her in April in Medellin, but the issue is that she doesn't want the lifestyle of right now of settling down, having a kid. She wants to travel the world. She wants to continue to work on the cruises and stuff. And so I don't want to try to take her lifestyle away by being selfish and forcing her to build a legacy with me by having a kid with her. So again, but that would be like one of the chicks I would fly her wherever I go, and then I would just maybe hang out with one chick there. Because again, I'm 41. There are other people. I think Barbara World TV is older than me. I think Big Boss is older than me. I think Dean Cole is older than me. So they may be cool with just one joint. I need 2 or 3 to keep me sustained. I don't need more than 3. Because then it becomes a hassle. You eat all the stuff. So that's why I say, I fully understand when you find a girl with a personality that matches yours. I think the biggest thing that what gets brothers in the States is they find that woman in the States, and then they marry her, and then when they marry her, the woman changes because now she has access to your capital without needing to do or be the woman who she once was. So that's how I think, like, once you find that best friend or that cool woman that's cool to be on camera, she know you deal with other girls, she just don't want you putting them other girls above her, bruh. Maybe when I get 45, maybe when I get 50, maybe when I get 55, I'll limit from 3 to 1. But right now, yeah. Let me see. Hold up. Dang. I was trying to get I'll stick with the gram. It's free and the most successful for me. The gram works also. It's just that as a person who has a brand, I don't want to be like shooting all my shots in the DMs of joints when I got a brand, and all the women were like, "Look, he shot in my DM. He shot in my DM. He shot in my DM," and it lowers your brand. When you don't have like a social media image or brand like that, it's a little bit more easier. But yeah, I fully understand. And Instagram allows you to know more about them than just Tinder or Bumble. Shout out to the Truth Slinger in the building. CSP, what up? What up? CSP, what up? Ella says they do have a lot of solid women in Colombia. The best ones are outside of Medellin and Cartagena. Listen, I think you can find something in Medellin outside of Parquilleras? Yes. But it's so close to Parquilleras. Would I risk it? No. No. Like a lot of people thought my Jamaican Colombian was from Medellin. She's not. She's from San Andreas. So that's why her personality didn't match what Medellin brings. So, but I do got some dope women. Shout out to Snacks. I still talk to Snacks. The one Christmas Snacks that y'all seen in Medellin, she's really cool. They do got some dope personalities, but you got to know where it ends. You got to know where it ended. You can't drag that on to, oh, I'm with her and I'm only with her. You got to know what it is. You got to know what it is. Shout out to Impacts in the building. A couple more comments left, and we're gonna get up out of here. Black Pleviati, what up? What up? What would you say is the percentage? What would you say is the percentage if you could put a number to the amount of pros and the amount of genuine encounters on Tinder dates? In Barranquilla, I would say the percentage is 70-30. 70% non-pros, 30% pros. In Cali, I would say the percentage is 85% non-pros, 15% pros. In Medellin, I would say Medellin is 60-40. 60% non-pros, 40% pros. In Cartagena, I would say the percentage is 60-40. 60% pros, 40% non-pros. And those non-pros might be semi-pros in Cartagena. A lot of people think Medellin would be like that, but no, Medellin is probably 60% non-pros, maybe even 65% non-pros, and 25% and 35% pros. But CTG is 60% pros, 40% non-pros. And Bogota is probably high too. Bogota's probably 70% non-pros and 30% pros. Because there's a lot of people in Bogota. A lot of people. Hopefully that helped. Smash the like button. I appreciate that, Carter. A couple last comments. We're gonna get up out of here. Travel with Kev. 3 times at that point, I'm doing it for sport. Dog. Again, y'all, I'm 41, so I'm not the youngest and I'm not the oldest. I'm a little bit over mid-age. For those that don't know, most black men die at 74. Most black men pass away at 74. Half of 74 is 37. So if you're past 37, you're past mid-age. I'm 41, so I'm past mid-age, but I still got the energy to get 2 off and be good. That third one I can force off, but I don't want to have to force an enjoyable activity. So yeah, that's a dub for me. Travel Lover says, I do not understand why rents are as much as 1,000 USD or as much rent in Colombia. That's a lot. Monthly salary is about 400. The reason why it is because when you rent, if you don't have a visa, most likely you're renting off of Airbnb. And when you rent off of Airbnb, you're going to pay a higher amount. However, you also are not going to pay electric. You're not going to pay for water. You're just paying one set amount. So whereas some people are telling you that rent is $600, you could probably get rent for $500. They're not including the fact that they have to pay PSE&G. They have to pay public service. And if you're in somewhere like Barranquilla, you're going to need air conditioning. And if you're in Medellin, you might need heat. So a lot of people that are telling you, I pay $600 rent. Cool, but they got to pay for utilities. They also have to pay the building's administration fees, which could be another $200. Especially if you're in a strata 5 or strata 6, it could be another $200. So if you get that baseline of what they're paying of $600, you add $200 for the administration building fees, which you're going to have to pay. You add another $150, another because it's expensive. $150 for air conditioning. Now they're at 6, 8, 950, and then there may be one other fee like trash fee or water fee or something else that you can pay. Now they back it over 1,000. But when you do Airbnb, you pay one fee all the time. So I just limit it and say $1,000 for a 2-bedroom. That's per month. Also, it has to do with the dollar being lower in value right now than it once was. Remember, if you guys I've been going to Colombia since 2019. I've been coming to Colombia since 2019. The dollar at one point, a majority was like 4-1 when it comes to Colombian peso. Right now, it's at 3,700, close to 3,700, 3,600. But your exchange rate is going to be like 3,600 or 3,500, somewhere between there. So you got to imagine that our dollars aren't going as far as they was when I came in 2019, when there was at one point between 2019, like I think the pandemic, between 2020 to 2023, it was like $1 for 4,500 Colombian pesos. So at that rate, I'm spending way less on rent. But at the rate that it is now, I think if you want to live in a strata, could you get a place for the same thing in strata 4? Yes, is strata 4 dangerous? It could be, but not as much. But for me, strata 5 and 6 is the only stratas I would stay. And if you want this luxury like this right here, what they would consider luxury, even though the buildings might not be as new, if you want this luxury, it's going to cost you a little penny. Let's see, 916 says, I've had my roster 5 years now and giving me little issues. I encourage all of them to live life without me. I'm 47, retired. Okay, I don't want the drama, just consistency, patience, and good return on investment. And Paxton says CTG percentage is high. I've got to end the conversations, so I'm going to respond to 916, and then I think we're going to end this live, all right? I have regulars whose prices have gone up. I have YouTube. Bear with me, YouTube. I'm just speaking my experience. I'm not promoting anything. I'm just speaking my experience. And giving you a full inclusive detail of it. So hopefully they don't stop the video from showing people it so it can help. I have regulars whose prices went up. Regulars meaning I might really like the time I have with this woman, so I'll keep her just because I might have a time where I just want to remind her of that experience. And I understand that prices gonna go up. I don't feel like just because prices go up, my regular is changing on me. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel that way. A lot of people feel that way, but like, well, last time I came with you, you let me just knock for free. But this time you want me to give you a little something to help you out. And people would say that, oh, that's the world has changed and everybody's messing that up. But that's just opportunity cost and what they need. As a woman's needs change, she's going to require more. If she knows you're not going to be here a whole lot of time, so she can't consistently get more from you, she's going to say, hey, can you help me out with a little something? It's logical. It's just logical. So I don't get rid of my regulars. I don't turn them down just because they might ask me for a little bit more or they might require something. Shout out to Zoom. Zoom at one point, I remember, and I know hopefully he will come because he did mention this on his channel. Zoom said at one point he was helping out his girlfriend and her family with $500 a month. He just did a video with saying now he's helping out with $1,000 a month, helping out her and her family. You see the increase in that? That's in Thailand. So imagine what it is in Colombia. Imagine what it is in Brazil. That's just how life is. It's the same thing in the States. So, but what happens is that a lot of people feel as though when a woman does that, it's a disrespectful thing. That's because a lot of people don't understand how economics works and how inflation is. So I would say if you're going through that situation where maybe your regular is now who didn't ask for money before is now asking for money, or a regular who asked a certain amount of money and now she's asking for a little bit more, just give it to her if you enjoy the experience and don't complain, because the issue is life is costing more. And it's not just in the United States. Life is costing more around the world. People are going to be sitting there and say, oh, all you do is go out there and get pros, or all you do is give money women to women. But most of us can come over here with just the fact that we're from the United States and get women without having to pay for nothing. And you can still get a 6 or 7 without having to pay for nothing. But if you really appreciate that woman and you know she's going through something, is $40 going to hurt you? Is $80 going to hurt you really? Because if it is, then maybe you need to go down for a lower quality of woman who won't ask for that, who may give it to you for free, but she doesn't come with the benefits of only being with you, or she doesn't come with the benefits of treating you a certain particular way and not putting all your business out there. So again, for me, I love to keep regulars. I don't, unless a woman I've had a bad experience with a woman, I'm not just going to delete her number. I'm not just going to talk bad about her. I'm not going to just not hang out with her again. If I got a time when I'm chilling like this and I don't have a list of women that want to hang out with me, I'm going to call her over and say, come hang out. So again, to each his own, but life is going life regardless. You can choose to live it, or you can choose to make excuses. But I appreciate everybody for joining this live. We went 15 minutes over an hour. I need to start setting up stuff for the day because Kings and Dreams is not going to be here today. He's supposed to be coming tomorrow. I told him to come. Pause. I told him to catch the flight that same day, a different flight on Avianca, but he didn't, and Spirit messed him up again. But shout out to Spirit because they got me here. It's your boy FRE $H Fresh at the Flyboy Way. That's TheFlyBoyway. Don't ask why. Just check out the channel. And if you haven't already, I put the link in the chat. Subscribe to the other channel if you want to see like more lives. The lives in the other channel aren't as organized like this. Sometimes it's just me walking with a joint. Sometimes me just going to places. Sometimes me sitting in here with a joint. I think I will go live again on this channel, on the main channel today, at least at nighttime. I don't know if I'm going out tonight. I think Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I'm not going to go out. I will just like not budget, but I want to bring in some money. I don't want to spend a bunch of money going out because it's really nothing. It's something you can do if you have a date, but the nightlife scene Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday is not going to be big in Barranquilla this week. But Thursday, Friday, and Saturday and Sunday is going to be extremely big. I'm going to go to Bali La Calle, and I'm going to live stream from Bali La Calle, which is going to be very, very interesting. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, y'all. Peace. HE chilling in the building. See Spill. I appreciate y'all for joining the live. We out, man.